To set up your meets for your entire season, each team will have to go through this process of setting up all 5 of their dual meets. If they have a practice meet, they'll need to set that up as well. Teams will also want to set up their entries for the championship meet. In order to set up your meets for that season, if you go to the meets menu from Team Manager, it'll list all the meets that are in your database. Some teams should have a great number of meets that are listed. Once you've selected this, you'll go to Add, and this will allow you to bring up a meet maintenance screen. Put in the name of your meet, and the year. This makes it easier to view in your list of meets. Where's the meet? And you can put in any notes if you like. The course. Will the meet be held in a short course yards pool or a short course meters pool? Y for short course yards, S for short course meters. This will allow the computer to list all of the times for the swimmers, either in their best yard or meter times. Meet type. You can leave this blank. The rest of the defaults under this area you can leave as is. The start date, well, when is the swim meet? Start date and end date, hopefully they're the same day if you're lucky. Make sure your age update is correct, June 1st of the current year. You also have the option of using times since. This tells the computer only look at times possibly from the current year, or if you leave this blank, it'll pick up the athlete's best time from any time that's listed in the system. Usually I would leave this blank because it allows the swimmer to see their lifetime best time when the information is printed in the heat sheet for the meet. Once all this is done and in the system, if you click OK, it clears out and allows you to input your next meet. You can close that window, and here's your new meet right here. Let's stay in the meets menu and let's go to events. Note there are no events listed for this meet yet. In order to add the events for the meet, use the copy events feature. Select a meet to copy your events from. Copy options should be all events and entry events. Note there's also a copy entries feature. I would advise against using that for a number of reasons, the least of which is this also includes the heat and lane assignments for every entry that's in there. And very, very, very few teams will ever use the exact same lineup from one week to the next. Once that's done, notice your entry events copied should be 86. Entries copied, well, hopefully that's 0. Close that, and note all of your events are listed here. At this point, your entire swim meet is set up and ready to have entries completed for it. If you run into a situation where you're trying to set up a meet for a short course meter pool and the only events that you have available to copy from are yards, go ahead and set the meet up, copy the events from a yards meet. Once that's done, go back in to edit any of the information for a meet. If you double click on that meet, it brings up that meet maintenance screen. This would allow you to change the name, opponent, date, or location of the meet, as well as the course. So say, for example, you realize you were going to a short course meter pool. If you change that to S, all the times will come up as short course meter times. Once all that is done, you're ready to complete your entries at this point.